So let us talk about the stock of the week, the stock du jour that everyone's talking about, social media, financial TV, all over it over the past, I don't know, week or even the past couple days, and that's ROKU, ROKU. And I feel almost kind of obliged to talk about this a little bit just because, I see a lot of people trying to make a further bullish case purely from an immediate term perspective, which I think is risky. So this is not to say the stock can't go higher, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little perspective on a thing like this. Over the course of the past 21 years as a professional in this, I've seen that most of these stories that see such short-term momentum don't end very well. Not in the long term necessarily, but they do tend to have very sharp mean reversion moves. So let me just kind of show you this really quickly, what it looks like. So here we have I mean, it's almost not a chart anymore. It's almost just like a rocket ship of ROKU, right? So ROKU is your ticker symbol. And actually, let me bring this back a little bit more so you guys can see this. It's crazy, but it is what it is. So this is not to be disrespecting it. This is just trying to kind of show you what is going on. So what we've seen, and I talk about this a lot to our subscribers and direct clients and everything. And so we've had a very classic steep move here that has led to one of these classical vertical overshooting moves. And from a momentum perspective, if I quickly make this a little bit larger down here, you can see obviously this is getting a little bit silly. Now, this is not to say that the stock has to fall apart immediately, but it is extremely unlikely that this will continue to rise at this rate. So really the main point is that you have an already very steep slope going vertical. I know there's some analyst upgrades and they have some new products coming out in the audio space, and those are all very good things, and I see why people are interested in this. But as a word of caution, and this is not, I need to be careful. This is not a recommendation, but it is just a word of caution. Like, there's no way I'd ever touch this stock up here. If we see a consolidation or a mean reversion, then that's another story. But right now, this is a little bit crazy. So let me quickly get rid of these two purple lines so you can see this a little bit better. So for all intents and purposes, this stock has gone vertical. Can it go a little bit higher? Look, algorithms are chasing this, and so that's all entirely possible. The question you need to ask yourself is, if you didn't buy it at 130, why would you buy it today at 160 when it went from here to here just over just the past 2 weeks, which is 30% to the upside? So the risk gets higher every day as the stock goes vertical. And just in case you don't see this is what we call a parabolic move like this. And so my base case, to be honest with you, is that the stock will mean revert over the course of the next few weeks. Maybe it'll get back into the 150 area, maybe lower, I don't know. But the point here really is more that this is not really a high probability spot to buy a stock like this. So again, this is not to speak badly of this company. I think what they do is actually good. I like the service. I'm actually using it to some extent. So this is not at all anything bad about that. I just think the stock here, the reward to risk and alongside for more than an intraday tick, is just not very good. So if you have any questions or comments about that, we have an indicator, by the way, on that. It's called the Vertical X Pro, which I think is flashing as overbought. Now, I haven't even looked at that yet. But questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, subscribe to the channel, and spread the word.